When people complain about things, but they consistently then vote for the same exact thing, do their complaints even matter anymore?
Would you vote for Gavin Newsom if you were to run for president? No. How have you seen the downfall of California these past 4 years or so?
It went down a lot, especially houses, everything went down.
Yeah, I mean, we're here right now. We got somebody passed out here on the ground, and you got other people.
Jeez.
Another person passed out on the ground right there as well.
They're not passed out.
Is that just a normal thing to see downtown LA?
Back then, no. Right now, it's everywhere.
Thank you for what you do. Would you vote for Gavin Newsom as president?
Probably not. I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I'm not good for English.
Gavin Newsom, good or bad?
I think good.
Would you vote for Gavin Newsom in 2028 if he does make a run for it?
I would.
Really, and
You
why
would.
so?
Gavin's done a lot of work, I think, with the state.
I'm gonna be honest. I hear his accent. Yeah, he would.
Really, and why so?
No offense.
Gavin's done a lot of work, I think, with the state to make it a better state. I'm also very, very new to California.
And what's some of your favorite things you've seen from him?
I've seen his efforts, which is of something that's pretty close to me, which is homelessness. So I've seen the efforts. I've been tracking that more specifically. I own a nonprofit, and so I think with the initiatives that's in place for that has been really, it works for me.
What kind of things is because I mean there's a major homeless problem here in California, and has around 30% of the entire United States homeless population here inside the state of California. What's California currently doing to combat the homeless crisis here?
There's a lot of organizations that are spending millions and millions of dollars, and a lot of the data points that I'm familiar with that I can see, even from the city of LA and the county of LA rather, I can see some of those numbers. And so what I've seen is a lot of money is spent in actually funding a lot of programs to combat that. So I'm seeing a lot of halfway houses being set up. I'm seeing a lot of treatment centers coming up and are being funded for staffing and so on. The challenge is that the other side of it is that I do see that we're lacking a lot of staffing. So I like what I've seen him do here in California so far, but I'm not saying that's my vote for president just yet.
Gavin Newsom, good or bad? Probably bad. Probably bad. They say probably bad.
I don't speak English.
Gavin Newsom, bien, mal.
Good.
Okay. Bueno. Gracias. How long you been living here for?
For 38 years.
38 years. And do you think the governor, Gavin Newsom, is doing a good job with the state of California?
I think so, yes.
You think so? Yes.
Yes.
Will you vote for him in 2028?
Yes.
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 And why would you want to vote for Gavin Newsom?
Because I like it. I like it.
I believe
well,
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
She loves how it works here. Thank you very much, ma'am. Have a good one. Your guys' governor, Gavin Newsom. He's making it pretty obvious he's going to make a run for it in 2028.
Okay.
Will you vote for him?
Probably not. Yeah.
Why not?
Just because he's been handling stuff already. Like, you know what I mean?
They've done a good job trying to get rid of
I know they've made a
problem.
couple buildings and they got a couple people off the streets, but I don't think that all that money's going towards that.
And do you find it strange that Gavin Newsom is able to buy a $8 million home in California, in San Francisco Bay Area, with a salary of a governor?
Wow, that's great. I didn't know that.
$9 million.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It just went up $1 million.
Would you guys vote for Gavin Newsom in
Jeez.
2028?
I vote for him because he got me released from coming home from a life sentence.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So,
So he didn't hold me back. He didn't hold me back. He signed off saying I'm fit for society. So yes, I would vote for Gavin Newsom.
I would probably vote for Gavin Newsom too if I were you then. And what'd he do for you then? Or like what were you locked up for? If you don't mind me asking.
I was locked up for murder, carjacking, and robbery.
How would you say?
Oh, that's. Oh no, guys. Oh, why do we? Okay. I mean, listen, I understand the idea of second chances, but I'm not sure any of the things that he basically mentioned, mainly the first one there, warranted the governor basically signing off on this guy being released. I'm not sure I see that fully, but okay.
The state of California is being ran right now. And would you vote for Gavin Newsom if he were to run for president in 2028?
No, I'm trying to get out of California.
How long you been living down here in LA for?
Like 3 months.
3 months? What do you think about it?
And horrible. I mean, I don't know what y'all. It's freaking horrible. It ain't like what you see on TV. It's a lot of property out here.
I see it.
It's a lot of crazies out here. It's already overpopulated. So if you think about moving here, just stay where you at.
I'm not.
Yeah.
And what brought you to move down here in LA?
the propaganda, what I saw on TV and the movies and all that, and how I thought it was, what it wasn't. I thought it was like Beverly Hills, everywhere not Beverly Hills.
Would you ever vote for Gavin Newsom to become president?
I wouldn't vote for Trump, but Gavin Newsom, no, because what I heard, he lost LA he lost California a whole lot of money. I'm talking, we ain't talking about no hundreds of thousands, we're not talking about no hundreds of millions. We talking about billions. We talking about billions. Like, how do you inherit a state that's doing well up in the billions, and now they're doing well up under the billions? Hell no, that's like having Trump as a president. No, I wouldn't vote for him as president.
How much quicker?
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold the phone here, buddy. Understand this here. If you follow what Gavin Newsom basically does and what he represents, etc., he basically represents entitlements, right? And what I mean by entitlements are the entitlement programs that people utilize indefinitely, right? Let's just say this here. And if you are in promotion of indefinite use of government entitlements, then of course your city is going to go completely broke. It has to, right? Like, I mean, that's its place in the food line. Right? Because what are you doing here? You're robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you know that idiom.
Were you able to get out of jail underneath Gavin Newsom?
Immediately I filed my petition and I was out 3 months later.
Really? And how long were you set to be in jail for?
I was already in 12 years.
And how much longer were you supposed to be?
I had another 2 years left.
And then you got out 2 years earlier underneath Gavin?
Absolutely.
What was it for?
New laws. Yep.
How many shoplifting occurrences do you think happen here on a daily?
Man, it's a lot.
More than 100?
More than 1,000, man.
And are police officers, like, what can the police officers
really do? Is he stealing right now in the background?
If they do see somebody doing crack or cocaine on the streets?
Police, they can't really do nothing because it's like, I mean, they could take them to...
These people just shoplifted right there.
Yeah.
Look at, they got all the lighters and everything.
I told
you. I'm pretty sure they probably just stole that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, the police really can't do nothing, like, because if they catch somebody doing drugs, if they got some drugs, they could probably do something to them. But, you know, if they don't catch them with a lot of drugs, they can't do nothing. So if it's just something enough for them to smoke, you know, they basically cool, bro. So, and it's crazy, bro. The police actually, they got some type of little company, bro. They come down here and give them like stuff to smoke, like pipes, all type of shit, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, the police,
guys,
the government will literally fund other organizations, nonprofits, to give them enough money so they can buy syringes, the pipes, the foil, and the like elastic band, so they can continue to do drugs. But then on top of that, they'll give them that bag, right, of the needles and everything, and they're like, okay, and then just in case you overdose, we'll give you a Narcan, so you can bring yourself back to life.
Guys,
so it's like,
guys, Gavin Newsom not for president. All right, that's where I'm at. Gavin Newsom not for president.
Very counterintuitive. Like, okay, here's everything, and then for you to kill yourself, but then here's this to revive you once you're about to die. And would you ever vote for Gavin Newsom as president?
No, I don't like him. I don't like that guy.
A lot of people call him New Scum.
Oh man, that guy right there, bad news right there.
Nick Shirley, how long you guys been living in LA for?
Whole life.
Whole life? It's Nick Shirley on YouTube. And would you vote for Gavin Newsom to become the president?
No.
Why not?
Look at this shit.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not for him either. We're on the same team here. But Gavin Newsom, he's making it pretty obvious that he's going to make a run for it in 2028.
Well, good luck.
And why would you not vote for Gavin Newsom?
No comment.
No comment.
Not comment.
How have you seen the state churn since he's been in?
It's real bad.
Would you vote for Gavin Newsom as president? For president?
Trump.
Yeah. You like Trump?
Yeah, fuck with Trump.
Right now we're doing a live stream. We're talking to people because Gavin Newsom's making it pretty obvious that he's going to make a run for it in 2028. Would you vote for him?
No, I have a very strong opinion about him, to be honest.
Let's hear it.
Well, I mean, speaking about the waste on the ground, there was lots of money that was designated that he was supposed to use to help clean up the streets, help, clean up the encampments. I'm sure you've come across lots of tents and lots of homeless people, and that they make the city even more dirty, and we
more dirty than it is
designated
now?
Lots of money, and he was supposed to where did that go?
Yeah, nobody really knows.
Where does that go? I don't know. So
whether it's 20 billion or 30 billion.
Yeah, I heard
that's a lot of
24,
billions.
But yeah,
It doesn't
who
even matter,
knows?
guys.
That's like, and that was years ago. So, and then I heard he was running, and I'm like, what? Okay, well, I guess we'll just not talk about the missing money that was probably embezzled.
Yeah, and did you see that recently? He had Charlie Kirk on his podcast, and well, he started a podcast, which was kind of strange. Like, he's governor, shouldn't he be worrying about his own state rather than
I
running a
guess
podcast?
he's an influencer now.
Yeah, now he's an influencer. When I become governor, I'll probably have my own podcast, so I'm gonna eat my words right there. But
Absolutely.
would you vote for me as governor of Utah?
Governor of Utah.
Yeah, if you came to Utah, you could come vote for me. Would you vote for me in like 8 years?
Yeah, I would vote for you.
I think I'd do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And so Gavin Newsom, he starts his podcast. He should be running the state, but he's pretty worried about getting this podcast up and going for these next 4 years.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
How do you think people could justify voting for Gavin Newsom as president when he has literally caused the 5th largest economy in the world to have like an exodus of at least 500,000 people leaving his state, and major companies like Oracle and Tesla have left as well? Why do you think anyone would think, okay, it'd be a good idea to vote for Gavin Newsom?
Ideology.
Like, where does like the love come? Like
the feel
where
good.
do people like love
people are
Gavin
on his
Newsom?
side.
Type of thing.
I feel like the only times I've seen him being a charitable person would be like when he schedules those like those encampment cleanups, and the TV reporters would be there recording him clean up, and it's like, oh, he's such a generous person for the TV, so we can all see that, like. So it's kind of just like maybe people who see that and are like, oh, he's such a kind person, and don't think, oh, he's just acting this way because elections are coming up and he wants to look good for the people. And I'm sure there's tons of people who see that and are like, oh, he's so genuine, he cares, and he's out there with his hands, getting dirty and cleaning up. And I'm sure there's a handful of people who live here and are like, oh, thank you so much, you're a hero. So yeah, I'm sure people believe that.
Yeah, would you vote for Gavin Newsom if you were to run for president in 2028?
I would.
You would, and why so?
Because, I mean, he's been having things run smooth so far, so it's like, you don't change a good thing.
How do you feel about you
guys? He's having everything run smoothly. Obviously not trash collection. Okay. The signs, like the painted walkway looks disgusting. I don't know. I hear you. Run smoothly. Okay, guys, no, I don't see that.
So far, so it's like, you don't change a good thing.
Don't change
How do you feel about your guys' governor, Gavin Newsom?
I like him. He's a talented politician, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess he is a pretty talented politician. He's been around for quite some time.
Yeah, he's bright. He's good on his feet. Speaks well.
All this trash.
I like him.
Think he's trustworthy?
Yeah. Guys, this guy Nick Shirley, I'm not going to say he came out of nowhere, because we've seen him kind of before the whole Somali fraud scandal type of thing here. Specifically, if you've been on the internet, at least, he's been doing this for a while now. I'm glad that he's kind of getting his flowers, at least, because he has been kind of doing content for a really, really, really long time here. Now, in terms of this interview here, though, geez. Okay. It's like, wow. There are some people who are absolutely going to side with him, and I respect it. They have their own, opinions on life, and they have all their own goals and how they want to run things and all these things here. Congratulations. Live your life, sirs and madams. Right? But some of the reasons are definitely very, very hollow. All right. Like you want it because on the outside, you're like, yeah, this is a good thing here. But in all actuality, you want it because of some like ridiculously, very easily, thinly veiled reason that is purely selfish, which is fine, because I've always say the same thing here. I don't care who you vote for. Just do not vote outside of your interests. So the people that say that he represents them well, some of them were pretty obvious, okay? Like the guy who stopped that had like the Louis Vuitton, case. Yeah, that guy, I understand, right? The other person that was walking that spoke, that was here for like 37 years and didn't speak very good English, that person also, I understand, right? Like I get it, but then it doesn't mean that I can't comment on it, all right? Because it's still a little bit ridiculous. ridiculous, guys. Listen, Gavin Newsom for president would absolutely be terrible. Like, do we want the entirety of the United States of America to look like what we're looking at, guys? Listen, I left New York a very long time ago. And I mean, 2004 was the last time I lived full time in New York. All right. I don't miss this big city nonsense at all. I absolutely have disdain for it because like after living in like fresh air, clean air, right, away from people, large scale, I don't know, guys. I would never want this existence ever again. Okay, and the fact that you have people sleeping on the streets while you guys are spending billions of dollars on like homelessness, where's that money going? And the fact that you're also funding people to utilize these absolute disgusting things, right? And then when they end up expiring or ODing, let's say this year, you then give them the thing to save their life. Why are we doing this, guys? How is this beneficial? Listen, there's going to come a time, like, I hope it comes moderately soon, where we come to terms with who are the people that are helping benefit the United States of America and who are just drains on societies. Okay? Stop investing money in obvious drains on society. Stop it. All right? Stop it. You want to know why Gavin Newsom is losing so much money for Los Angeles, guys? Is because all he seems to care about are the 20 issues, meaning like the 80-20 issues, the 20. That's all he cares about. Him and the rest, and like Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, AOC, they're all the same. All right. They only care about these small, minute issues, these niche subgroup type of issues, disregard everyone else, and then wonder why you have so many people angry, guys. Gavin Newsom, not for president, guys.